Hey, you. Yeah, you. Ever think about how to set up a way to let your customers, schedule appointments or calls with you? Well, good, because in this video, we are going to create a basic booking functionality for a WordPress website. We will be doing this by using Elementor and Simply Schedule Appointments plugin. And yes, as the name suggests, it's pretty simple. Just like the previous video, I won't be using the Pro version, but from what I can tell, the Pro version offers a bunch of extra cool stuff that you could use for your website. So let's think about it. Probably every business you can schedule meetings, appointments, or calls. So having a way to book an appointment is probably pretty important. I know recently looking at freelance websites, I can see plenty of jobs like this pretty often. So there's lots of money to be made. So anyways, let's get started with this. Let's go to our plugin page to install this bad boy. And let's go to the plugins. We're going to click add new. And over here we can search Simply Schedule or just Simply, and here it is. We're going to go to install now. And we should see a new tab over here for appointments once it's finished. I might skip ahead here because it's taken a little bit. And we're back. So it finally finished installing, and then all I had to do was click activate. I already did it, so now it says deactivate. But anyways, let's head over to the new appointments tab, and since it's going to be the first time I'm opening it, it's going to look a little different than what it will normally look like. So firstly, we can create what users can book, and I'm going to have them help me out. We want to make sure all of these are correct, and they are. Gonna have to blur that out. So here we can kind of decide what kind of appointment type we want. So this could be like a consultation phone call, an actual in-person meeting, some kind of online meeting, whatever you want to make. That's what you can call it. So we'll just keep it as a default phone call for now because it doesn't matter. Of course, the duration of the meeting, call, whatever you're going to have. And you can label it whatever color you want, doesn't matter. You can, this is for when your users go to schedule an appointment or anything, they're either seeing, the week that you have available or the whole month. I'm going to do monthly because I like seeing the whole month. And any instructions you want to give the user as well. So we're going to click continue. Here we can actually set up our availability. Availability or available blocks, you can see are the literal blocks in your schedule set aside for meetings or whatnot, or you can actually schedule specific times like that. I like the blocks. I think it's a little better visually. And then next we have the show appointment start times. We can decide whether they can schedule every 10 minutes, 15, 20, 30, or 60. I think I'll just do 30. So 9 to 9:30 or 9:30 to 10. I'm going to click continue. And next we can give ourselves a little bit of, like it says, buffer. So if you want a little bit of extra time to prepare for your meetings, you can say, I want like 15 minutes before the meeting so no one can schedule 15 minutes before this upcoming meeting. Or if you want, you can do 15 minutes after this meeting. This will help with, let's say your meeting goes overtime, or maybe you have a few extra notes you want to write down from your meeting that you just had before you want to go into the next one, whatever. These are probably pretty helpful just for, like note taking and such. I don't know. Next, the notice. How much notice you need when someone books an appointment. You would like that someone would schedule an appointment at least a day ahead. I probably prefer 3 or 4 days ahead, even longer. I don't care. This would, give me ample time to prepare and see what's up. And then you can also limit the number of appointments that you want of this type a day. That's personal preference there. I don't really care. And here's where you actually decide what you would like the customer to provide. Of course, their name, their email, how to reach them, If you want, you can do their phone number and make it required. I would just leave it optional if they're already giving email. All this other stuff I wouldn't really care about. However, the notes would be helpful. In fact, I'm going to make it required so we know why this person is scheduling an appointment. So I'm going to continue. And then here's where we can just review everything that we need, make sure everything looks right. You know, I'm available from 9 to 12, and then I have some time off. And that's pretty much it for setting it all up. So I'm gonna cut over to our website so we can actually create the booking calendar. So now that everything is set up, let's actually add the Elementor component to our website. And I'm gonna do this by going over to the pages. I'm just gonna use the Elementor experimentation that I've shown off before. Edit with Elementor. Let it load, and see there's nothing really on this page just because it's experimenting. I'm going to search appointment. There we go. So upcoming appointments is pretty much for if you have like employees or just users that can log in and check what upcoming appointments they have, or if you want to have it up so people know when you're busy, whatever. But we're going to use the schedule an appointment for this one. We can just drag it wherever we want. As you just saw, we will also be able to change the component just like any other Elementor component. The styles, the content itself. Yeah, here we are. So we can do the transform, the rotate however we want. Don't really want to rotate it. Anyways, so for this one, we're just going to do consultation phone calls since that's the only one that we have. And here, here we go. Change whatever font you want, and then the accent color, load, is when you want to show whenever the user is selecting a day. And then, of course, the background is just the background itself. Let's undo that, though. And I want to do like a nice, I don't know, blue or green. I think that looks nice there. And honestly, that's pretty much it. If we go down to, well, I guess save. This isn't really a page that I use. Let me preview the changes. You can see how it is. Let's schedule it for 11:30. Test. Okay, I guess it's not valid. What's it valid? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. I don't know. Test notes. Actually, this isn't required. There we go. Let's book it. Valid address is required. Yahoo, I guess. Book this appointment. So now I'm not sure if it would schedule an hour schedule just because we're previewing, but we can try it out. So now what should happen is when the user schedules an appointment, they'll get this confirmation, and then you will also get notified, and you should see it back here in your appointments tab. There we go. So that's like the easiest way you could do this if you want some kind of booking scheduling for your website. It's pretty easy. You can see all the information, even more details. You can also, if you wanted, you can cancel, or just delete entirely, or even edit the customer in case they email you saying, "Hey, I messed up my email," whatever. But that's pretty much it for this. I'm going to go in more details with the Simply Schedule Appointments plugin later on, because there's a bunch of other stuff that we could do. We can make more appointment types. We could go through all the different settings. Of course, like I said, the Pro version offers a lot of other stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed